Feedback for last week's episode. Lee Shields says, genuinely the best podcast going today because it's not tied to wrestling as a whole. Goes into all kinds of topics that make it feel fresh and passes the time very quickly. Shout out to Sean and Kevin for keeping it simple and keeping it real with us. Well, Lee, you get it. You're one of the thousands that get it.
I'm so fucking hopped up on fucking that liquid THC.
A little Get Blitzed, get-blitz.com.
Yeah, we're so irresponsible. There was a guy that put a message out. He said that the average edible is 2.5. I have never in my life seen an edible at any
milligrams.
Yeah, 2.5 milligrams is what an edible is. You can't find one below 10.
You probably can't, yeah.
I mean, I've never seen an edible below 10 milligrams. So it's just like...
That's strange.
Like, I used to eat fucking 50 milligrams of chocolate like it was nothing.
Of edible edible THC in chocolate, yeah.
In chocolate, yeah. I mean, it's like... I remember one time I was coming back from WrestleMania when it was that huge over 100,000 people in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fuck, man, I really don't want to carry carry this. I don't want to carry this chocolate around because like Texas ain't cool.
Exactly.
So I'm like, I'll just eat it. So we
you didn't have a case.
There's like a fucking like a dinner for three or something with the Kliq, and so we had that like early, like 8 in the morning or something like that, and I was on a roll of just trying to eat all this chocolate. So if you ever see it, all three of us are in shades for this because we are fucking wasted. But I mean, as this guy's saying, like, oh my God, it's so irresponsible. Dude, we're so wasted that we're going on record, the three of us, for, I'm like, come on, man. Let's put all the people, let's put all, at the end of the show, we're going to put all the names of the people that overdosed on THC this week.
I don't think we have to add anybody.
No.
And that's a testament to how fucked up you were because your shit was shot in black and white and you still had to wear the shades. You thought the red would have...
This was back, this is WWE.
This was before NWO, okay.
No, this is this is the WrestleMania at fucking with 100,000 people in Dallas. You're not fucking paying attention.
I'm not paying attention.
No, you're not paying attention.
So this is the WWE version of NWO.
Yeah, table for three where you have dinner and you talk.
Got it.
Wesley knows.
It was a Jon Favreau show at first, wasn't it?
No idea.
That was dinner for five, I think. Where they got that from. So anyway, to your point.
Well, you've got me lost now. I'm stoned, so all you got to do is fucking throw a sprinkle ball over there, and I'm fucking I have no concentration. So
something shiny in the corner.
Yeah, right. So
Fido.
Now I'm gonna have to hear. It's bad enough I'm sitting over eating this fucking chicken burrito.
I mean, well, wasn't there another episode? It wasn't our show, but people were talking about the burrito. That was the lasagna. That was
ravioli.
The ravioli, right? I was actually there. It is for
there we go.
Table for three.
We look fucked up there.
I was adding. I
look Oriental. I'm supposed to say Asian, right?
You all look very happy. Nothing else.
Yeah, I look fucking. Kid looks fucking stoned.
That's standard Kid right there, though. The big smile.
But look at her eyes. Look like dime slots.
But now, did you shot that still at that setting, or that was like done weeks afterwards?
It was probably that same weekend. We shot. I think we were stoned the whole weekend. There's nothing better. Hey, you tell me I got to be in a building for 10 fucking hours and I'm not doing shit.
Well, I don't know.
I mean,
Could have microdosed.
yeah.
Didn't have to go so hard.
You gotta, I mean, no, we didn't go hard. We just, you know, that motherfucker we did that was out in the Giants with the Giants play that new. It's not Meadowlands anymore. But,
MetLife.
oh my god, that motherfucking thing! And me and Scott had to do that gimmick with the head writers from Saturday Night Live, Jost and Jim, and we did when I had the proctologist gimmick. I had rubber gloves on. That thing was supposed to be done at like 3:00. We shot that thing at like 11 at night. Like inserted where it fucking went on the show.
Right.
And we
There
sat
it is.
around, we sat around all fucking day to the point where they ran out of food and they were fucking boiling hot dogs.
Wow.
And the night before was my fucking shenanigans party, and I was up until 5 in the morning drinking fucking scotch.
Is
So
that 2017? Was that
I don't know.
2015? Something like that. OIF Vet says the difference between alcohol and weed while driving is simple. The drunk doesn't.
I read this, and this guy's absolutely on the money.
The drunk doesn't stop for the stop sign. The stoner stops at the stop sign and waits for it to turn green.
Yeah. There was another good one. A guy said today said that he actually is more cautious when he's not stoned than when he's stoned. Like he's like, but he's probably like me. If I'm not stoned, that means like I'm on a trip. Like I would never, I would never get stoned and have it my job to get somebody someplace.
Mhm.
Get myself to the gym, not a problem.
Right. Right.
My wife does not like when she just not, she won't get in the car with me if I'm stoned.
Right. She doesn't indulge.
No.
She'll have a glass of wine though, right?
She'll have a glass of wine.
Okay.
I don't even, God, she might, when we used to go to the islands a lot, she would drink like maybe a painkiller or a margarita or a daiquiri or something like that. But she'd have 1, 2.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to get one when your husband's drinking out of the pitcher. So
Can you just pour a little in my cup?
yeah, next round, baby. Woo!
Just hold it under me. Some might dribble out of my chin. You can have that. Did she prefer wine, Kevin, or THC, Kevin? No.
Oh,
being around you.
Well, THC. I remember when T was born, and she was like really like she told me, okay, you can't smoke in the house, and you can't smoke in the backyard. Like he's going to, that's going to register that his dad's smoking a bong, because I was always a bong guy.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Like I always like to just. I don't like. I don't like smoke in my lungs, and B, I'm not adding paper to the mix. So I was always a bong guy.
Plus, it simulates like a big shanker. It can kind of be fun.
Yeah, you can. If you feel
Go
like
to the
you
dark
own
side.
a man, you own a man like that. Like, what do you got, baby? Big hunk of man, something like that. So all of a sudden, it fucking got real hot in here, man. What was it? The summer of '92? The fuck?
No, that was the demonetization hammer falling from YouTube that just hit you.
Yeah, but
so she laid down the edict, no bong in the vicinity.
So I'm in our house in Arizona, and I'm squatting at the end of one of the cars, I've got this ceramic bong I've had for like 25 years. It's a dragon, and he's holding a bowl, and his ass is the carburetor, and the end of his tail is where you hit it. This little fucking little gimmick, and I'm down here fucking, and it's just like I got I'm facing the door, and I got my back to the fucking, and I could just feel somebody's presence, and I just slowly turned around as I'm blowing the smoke out of my nose, and she just gave me that look like, I was just like, she could have yelled at me. She could have shot me with a shotgun. Just the look of disappointment
Was
that I
worse
felt.
than anything she could have
Oh,
said.
fuck,
Yeah.
man. And you know what? That was it. That was it, man. Like and I really stopped smoking for a long, long time. And then I remember, like, I would, like, somebody said something one time I was on the road someplace, and they were like, "Hey, man, you want to get stoned?" And I'm like, "Nah," I said, it's not legal here. And like, "Oh, fuck that." I said, "No, I will not, ingest cannabis in a state where it's not legal." I said, "And it's not legal, like in Florida, it's not legal unless you have your medical card."
Right.
So when I don't, when I, if my medical card, and I never let my medical card overlap. I mean, I stay on top of it, and it's just like, it's a felony.
It's a felony?
Yes.
Like the amount doesn't come into play where if it's less
The
than
amount that they've changed, it used to be like 27 grams. I think 28 grams is an ounce. I want to think anything above 27 grams was a felony.
oh,
And now it's like fucking 8.
oh,
It's like 8 grams. It's like it's something ridiculous.
okay.
So it's like, if you're not smart enough to to pay and get a fucking,
It's 250, I think, down there, isn't it? 200, 250. I see the
I don't,
ads and all the
I don't think it's even that much. I mean, I think the doctor visits where they get you, but my doctor doesn't charge me.
right. Okay. All
And
right.
she's hot.
The doctor,
Oh God,
the weed doctor, that always
my
help.
weed doctor's super hot.